Hey guys, Jaykrawls here. I wanted to do the video showing you the Apex new unit that we got this boss strike. It is the Apex Mauler, and if you already have the Mauler and you did not get the Apex Mauler, you're not missing too much. I want to show you some of those things here and then kind of show them in battle. The one thing is that even though I have 4 of these units, I can only place 3 because you can only have 3 at a time on the board. So even if you have the regular Mauler, whichever one, you can only place 3 on the board at any time, so that's the downside. Okay, I'll show you the battle in just a second. I want to look at the stats because I think that's kind of important. Looking at the attacks, we see the first attack, original Mauler has the advantage because it does more damage, doing 102 to 153, whereas all the way at rank 9, the Apex Mauler only does 98 to 147. The difference, though, is in the offense, and you'll see this in all 3 of the attacks, is the offense is in the 80s, right around the 86, whereas it's around the 70s for the regular Mauler. Plus, you also get about a 15% more chance of getting a crit, and then also a bonus crit against soldiers and critters types. So the Apex Mauler is going to get more damage just because of the offense and because of the crit chance than the regular Mauler. So this is the first attack. Stats, everything the same. Let's look at the second. So when we look at the affected claw attack, the poisonous claws, this is a nice shot because it has a 50% chance of doing DOT poison damage over 2 turns. Let's see. This one also, you see that the Apex Mauler does better damage when it's up to rank 9, 139 to 188. It comes ranked at rank 7 if you're at max level, 129 to 127, which is still better than the rank 6 regular Mauler. Again, you see that the offense is 86, whereas it's only 71 with the regular Mauler, so that's where you're going to see the difference. Plus, there's 0 flat chance of crit, again, just a base crit of 0 for the regular, where you get a 20% chance crit, base crit for the Apex unit. And then, of course, you get a boost for critters and soldier units as well. So that's that one. Now, this is the attack that both, the units is really known for because it does that checkerboard pattern across the entire board. Neither hit planes. Both of them do 75% armor piercing, which is amazing. You'll see also that the Apex Mauler has just a little bit higher damage here. 90 to 131, whereas the regular does 84 to 126 damage. But also you gotta look at the offense at 86, where it's 71 for the regular. And a higher offense just means that you have a greater chance of not missing and a greater chance of landing the most possible damage the unit can deal out. Plus, also this is the other big thing, is there's no chance of getting a crit for the regular Mauler, where you get an increased crit chance up to 20% when he's at rank 9. Mine has a 15% chance since it's rank 7. Let's look at the defenses. Both of them have the same immunities. You can get the infection, the regular Mauler, at the infection test facility. Really easy to get. Has a very high chance of getting one. So you don't. If you want one, you can pretty much get one. All you have to do is take one of your Bigfoots, kill it, and then take it there and exchange it for 5 black nanos. And once you do that, you have, I think it's a 75% chance of getting this Mauler. At max rank, there is a slight more health. 780 total for the Apex, where 720 for the original. Right now, my Apex Mauler is at rank 7, and my regular Mauler is at rank 5, and it has more health than the Apex, just by a little, but that changes when it gets up to rank 9. Also, you see that there's some crushing damage resistance, only takes 90%, so basically it cuts off 10% of the damage. You also see that it does take a little bit more explosive damage, but a little less fire damage, only by 5% of each of those. Piercing's 85%. And you see the deployment limit is 3, so you can only put 3 infected units down at a time. So let's look at this. The shot that really counts is the third shot, because that's one that does the armor piercing. and what most people are interested in. Neither of them is going to hit planes. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this. See, I got a crit here, which would not have had a chance to get a crit on the other unit. Let me turn my sound down a little bit. And let's do the same, but you see how it's just cutting through its health and leaving all the armor? Because most of that attack is just dealing straight damage to his regular health. Now you will notice that they didn't change the graphics for the claw attacks, because when the claws come up on the Apex, it's the actual claw that you see on the Mauler, whereas the Apex has like golden claws, but you don't see those. You kind of see the bloody claws come up. So they really didn't change the graphics for that. Let's show this first attack. Pretty decent damage across the board. And this is the regular Mauler. Alright, we got one of these again, so let's see if we're getting close to taking out any of these tanks. Mega tanks are going to take a while. Of course, I won't be able to actually complete this level because I can't hit air units. But I'm going to do this attack here on him. Done 32 damage. Did not take DOT damage. So that kind of was disappointing. Let's try this on this. He did 42 damage, and he did not. He either did not do DOT damage. So, like I said, there's only like a 55% chance. So, there we go. Now we see it's doing DOT damage. Thankfully. We got this attack open again. So this is really the really a nice attack, but you only can play 3 of these units on the board. I think I'd much rather at my level put down the one of my plasma artillery units or something, because it'll do much better damage, much better armor piercing. Also has a little better health. Let's see if I can infect this guy. So you're definitely not going to want to use these guys during a boss strike with the rebel forces. But against critters, you're going to do much better. Let me take you out on the field real quick. Let's go to the pig farm. There we go. We got some piggies ready to play. And infected. And let's look at these. We'll do a much better chance of getting the crits on these guys. And he did not, but still. Okay, he has no chance of getting crit on that, but let's do it. Terrible. I'm here to show you the crits, and it doesn't do it. It's just pathetic. Okay, let's see if this crits. Oh, got a good crit over here. All the high odds for crits on the critter units. And there we go. There we go. So yeah, these units will do better against critter units. And this is definitely not a unit you want on the front row. Just because they won't last through boss strikes very long. Look at there. Finally got the crits I was wanting to show you. How many of these guys did your guild acquire this boss strike? And if you didn't get one, don't be so super sad. You can still get the Mauler, which is so close to it that you really won't know much of a